Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to RuneScape. So, we're gonna go talk to Trindine here, and I guess we're going inside the fountain here to see the Hall of Memories. It's picturesque, I'll give it that. You're the expert here, what do we do? Under the pool there's another chamber. It's full of automatons and memories. Of course it is, why wouldn't it be? Lead on. Fantastic. Enter the pool. Yes, for the quest. Warning, unauthorized intruder detected. Initiating defensive protocols. Wait! Countermeasures will activate in 3. Emergency, override. Defensive protocols paused, awaiting input. Can an omnipotent entity create a rock so heavy it cannot lift it? The answer is yes. Answer, yes. It may then lift it. Resuming defensive protocols. Countermeasures activate in 2. Emergency override. Defensive protocols paused. Awaiting input. Stop the count. Stop the count? What kind of joke is that? If I can hold, then you can hold. Input facile. Ignoring. Resuming defensive protocols. Countermeasures will activate in 1. Emergency override. Defensive protocols paused, awaiting input. Memory core, can't believe I'm going to die in this dump. Core dump! Dump memory! Dump core memory! Processing, cannot comply. Reinterpreting, dumping archivist core memories. Rebooting. Greetings, automaton. My memory appears to have been wiped. Okay, great. We need to access anything Guthix might know about the Elder Gods. Memory error, access. Archivist memory incomplete. Directive. Return archivist memories to restore prior functionality. This is Trindine. When I restore your memories, don't flag her as an intruder. Unauthorized user flagged as non-intruder. Trindine. Oh, Jesus. What just happened with the... Okay. So I now need to restore... I need to capture the memories and then restore them to the thing. We're not doing the little minigame thing here. Alright, and it looks like there's one over here, and the last one is there. Got it. Alright. And get the last one. That's all of them. I better get these back to the archivist. The archivist. There you go. Feeling better? Restoring functionality. 0%. 1%. You've got to be kidding me. So... Oh no, we're not gonna make small talk, are we? What can you tell me about Sleeske? I thought you were already acquainted. I didn't know him back in your time. Well, as a boss, he was kind of irritating, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was pretty hands-off most of the time, which I appreciated. A lot of the time, you can barely even know whether he was there at all. But the incessant, never-ending, ceaseless practical jokes. Don't think he could even tell the difference between child's pranks and lethal traps. One time I found a black chinchompa, you know, the really explosive ones, on my chair. He said he thought it was a whoopee cushion. I heard you killed him, though. How do you feel about that? I'm not saying I wanted him dead or anything, but... Sounds like he went off pretty badly off the track. Not like he even tried to rescue me from the vault. 7%. Ah, okay, so we're just gonna go through all of these. Did you ever meet Guthix? We knew of Guthix back during the Empire, of course. He had pagan cults all over the continent, and we were pretty confident he wasn't mythological. Spent a lot of time rooting out druidic sects, but we never heard a peep from the god himself. I met Guthix. Then he died. So I've heard. Never thought Sleeske would manage to pull off something like that. 16%. You never seem to mention Zeros. The big guy? Why would I? I don't know if you've noticed, but there aren't many Zerosians left. The others all seem pretty fanatical in their faith and loyalty. Oh, I'm not devout enough? You're not wrong, to be honest. Azia has all his gruff about a grand plan, but it was never a religious thing for me. Then why continue to serve Zeros now? Back during the Empire, when things were better when everything was under control. Besides, the majority of my friends, as well as my people, We've been through a lot together. We came to this world together. What's the alternative? Hide myself amongst the humans? Call myself... in the dirt? No thanks. I thought that's what you did anyway. Isn't that what you were doing in Falador? Only temporary. I couldn't live like that forever. I heard Wahisatel has been doing it for thousands of years. Gross. What about the Zemarakians, then? Seriously, those traitors? I'd die first. 23%. Archivist memory restoration complete. Greeting automaton. Greetings unauthorized non-intruder Trindine. Can we access Guthic's memories now? Directive. Specify subject. The Elder Gods. Specifically anything concerning the Elder God eggs. Memory error. Elder Gods. No data found. There has to be something. I'm the World Guardian. Recognition. World Guardian. Initiating restricted memory protocol. Error. Error. Dumping restricted memories. Here we go again. Restricted memories dumped. Directive. Leave those restricted memory fragments alone, automaton. Only the World Guardian may access them. Restricted memory, eh? That sounds promising. Okay. Let's get some more... Oh, each of them is... oh. Did they each start on one of the petals of this flower and then start moving around from there? Is that what just happened? That was cool, I think. Alright. The last one. That's all 6. I better put them on their plinths. Alright. I don't know if I knew that these were on those plinths to begin with. Alright, here we go. 4, 5, and 6. Ooh. Huh, there's no memory. I better check inside. Search memory bud. You found an engram stowed away within. What is that? It's an engram for the machinery upstairs. What do we do with it? I need to take it to the fountain of energy outside. Okay, you check that out. I'll take a look around here and see if we missed anything. See you outside. Okay. It should be exit pool, right? I guess technically we're entering the pool and exiting the room at the same time, so... Alright, machinery... Check engram. Take this to memorial... Okay. Direct... Echo plinth...
One day, I will be gone. And on that day, the barrier, my edicts, will come crashing down. Gillenor will no longer be protected from them. I cannot leave this world, this beautiful world, unprotected. I must leave it with its shield, with its own guardian. Alas, there are none powerful enough that can be trusted with such a task. The gods are too petty, the dragonkin unable, and my guardians too focused elsewhere. But perhaps there is a solution. The divine soul is capable of great feats, but it is rigid and unyielding. If we are to grow stronger, we must take that power from elsewhere, like my edicts. I draw anima from the heart of Gillenor itself, and in turn I draw its shadow twin from the Codex. Funneled through my sword, the two energies in perfect harmony create a powerful force that repels the strongest threats to this world.
Interesting.
But it requires my constant concentration. I must meditate and focus deeply, lest the energies fall out of balance. And I will not be here forever. I cannot rely on another god to take my place. They would be too distracted by their own petty scheming, and even Seren would be distracted by her love for her elves. So, I must turn to mortals. But how could a mortal withstand the power needed to maintain the edicts? It would be too much for them, and it would tear them apart, unless they were prepared for it.
Okay.
mortal soul is a malleable and powerful thing. It can survive tremendous injury and return even stronger. If used correctly, it can hold back the darkest forces. If I could take the heart of the enchantment and place it within a mortal soul, I could weave them both together with some of my own anima and the Edict's shadow anima.
Huh.
Their soul would adapt to it. It would not be without benefit to them. They would become resistant to the powers of the other gods, immune to the loyalty auras of Seren and Zaros, and they would also find themselves protected from the shadow anima and its abhorrent nature. Once part of them, their soul would adapt and change, absorbing anima and shadow anima alike, growing slowly in power and preparing itself for the task ahead. Indeed, they would find themselves connected to power they would never expect. They would be in constant connection with the Codex, absorbing the shadow anima in a steady flow, even as they absorb the flow of anima around them. Its powers could enhance them, strengthen them, and prepare them for the trials ahead.
So we're like a physical manifestation of, like, we are the sort of edicts put into a mortal soul.
However, such an enchantment would need to be primed, unlocked, and that would require an outside force. Shadow magic. There are no experts in shadow magic that I can trust. But perhaps I can trust
He manipulated
their duplicity and curiosity.
Huh. Okay.
The Margaret Sliske would be the perfect candidate for this. For all his faults, there are few who can match his skill with shadow magic. If I could set him after this mortal soul, if I could focus him at them, he would work his magic upon them, and this would act as the catalyst needed for the enchantment to grow. But I would need to change Sliske as well. He would need to be primed by my own magic, delivered directly and in the purest form.
So he orchestrated that whole thing.
The only option there is the Staff of Armadil, and it would mean my end. So be it. I was unable to protect Naragon with my life, so let me safeguard Gillenor with my death. I shall lure Sliske here with the promise of power and the frustrations of mystery. When he comes before me, I shall let him know he is important, that only he can be the one to kill me. His curiosity will be inflamed, and he will not be able to ignore that nagging voice in his head, craving to learn more. It will consume him. Whatever name I give him, whoever I point him at, he will be drawn to them like a moth to a flame. He will not be able to be anything other than the spark needed to empower my chosen. I will need a hero, someone whose soul is already strong enough to hold my enchantment. Eternum wasn't strong enough, and I must learn from that failure. A champion of the people will have a strong enough soul to contain the enchantment.
This is really cool.
As their soul grows through their experiences and adventures, the enchantment will grow with it. It will make them resistant to the power of gods and be a reserve of power that they can subconsciously tap into when they are at their most threatened.
I wonder at what point Guthix chose us. Like, during what era of our questing he was like, that's the person. And then from there on out, we've been marked by Guthix. I wonder when that happened.
This champion will become my world guardian. They will become a source of fascination to the gods and to all the most powerful and dangerous things. They cannot help but find themselves drawn into the battles that are to come. I must have faith that they will be ready.
Anything useful? I don't know. Nothing relevant to the eggs, at least. You? No, nothing about the eggs. Seems this was a waste of time. I would have thought as an Adra would come up with better leads. And they can't all be winners. We still need to check the Wizard's Tower in Sahar City. Alright, so let's go to the Wizard's Tower. I forget who we're meeting there. But, that's interesting. So, Guthix had chosen us quite a bit before the events of those storylines happened. I do wonder when that was. Like, what is there, if you go back through and look at the storylines that happen, is there like a noticeable change at some point that's like, this must be where Guthix chose us and marked us for becoming the World Guardian. And then from there on out, things like subtly function different. That'd be interesting to like look into. Yeah. This is one of those games where I absolutely love all of the lore and all of the like tiny nitpicky details, but I can't put it all in the series. As much as I would love to, a lot of it is super boring to just like sit and read. I don't know. I feel like at some point I might do something like that, make a series of just reading lore like from certain areas of the game. Like that might be interesting. Trindy, hello. Oh, Trindy. Psst. What do you think? I'm a wizard who accessorizes. Nice. It's a good look for me. Call me Wizard Trindy. Why you ask? Because I'm trendy and I'm Trindine. Looking good. I know you had excellent taste. If you want to come in, you'll have to talk to me. Just mutter between yourselves. Not just mutter between yourselves. Yes, hello. We'd like to enter the Wizard's Tower, please. I know who you are, World Guardian. Of course, you're always welcome here. But who's your friend? This is Wizard Trindy. Not a member of our order. I would recognize you. Where did you get that hat? Oh, I bought it in Port Sarum. Wanted to make a good impression. I've come from Falador, and we'd like to make use of your library, if that's okay. We can't just let anyone in. You could be a Zamarakian, here to put the tower again. I can assure you that Zamrak is no friend of mine. World Guardian, will you vouch for the trustworthiness of your companion? Of course. We're researching the Elder Gods to try to save the world. Elder Gods? Fascinating. Heard there was a presentation about them in Buthrop. Yes, I was there. I doubt you'll find much of use here. They were unheard of in these parts prior to recent events. Nevertheless, you're welcome to peruse our library if you see any need for it. Anything of relevance would be filed under History and Archaeology on the ground floor. Thanks. Let's split up. I'll search the bookcase to the east if you take the floor to the west. Fantastic. Alright. So, I'm taking the 4... Oh. Okay, so I'm checking these. Search the bookcase. Gnomish incentive rivalries during the third quarter of the Fourth Age. Oh, how dreadfully boring. There's nothing about the Elder Gods here. The Elder Ones are here. That looks promising. Oh, it's about care homes in Varrock. Why do they have a whole section about old advertisements? Because they hate you. Reldo's Aegis, first edition. Oh, a first edition. Foreword is written by the Makeover Mage. Zeros died because he tripped and fell? Someone should fix this. He did, 16 times. This version doesn't even mention the Elder Gods. Fantastic. Sleeske's Game, a storyline. Ooh, what's this one about? It's someone called Slisk, and something about a game. Slisk? Who's that then? Never heard of them. It's pronounced Sleeske. Whoever they are, they sound like a bore. Well, I actually think you have gotten along pretty well. Does it mention the Elder Gods? Yes, but only that time I met with Joss with Saren and Zaros. Nothing we don't already know. Come to think of it, who wrote this book? Professor Soren. Quiet over there. This is a library, you know. Better see if Trindine if she's had any better luck. Professor Soren? That does sound mildly familiar. What have you found? I found that someone has been documenting my recent activities, but there's nothing in that section concerning the Elder Gods. You? Nothing relevant? Seems like everywhere we go, no one wants to let me in. Have you considered not being the ancient spy of a Dark Lord? We still need to check Sahar City. Okay, fantastic. They tried not being the spy master of a Dark Lord. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. So, there is somebody who's keeping tabs on our achievements. That's interesting. I wonder if there's like quote-unquote books for every quest. Like if somebody's writing down actually, because we have this quest journal. I wonder if those would be technically the books. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Open the gate. Yeah. Oh. Did I just hear growling? Hello, Trindine. And we are about to go in here. Fascinating. You've never been here before? No, the Empire was never successfully invaded Karamja. I've read up on them now, of course. The Elder Gods make lava baths which spits out lava monsters to make planets. Some of the lava monsters don't want to get back into the bath and get melted down, so they live in a volcano instead. That's about right? It's a bit of an oversimplification, but it's close enough. Alright. Oh, there's Trindine here. Gaul! Joliet. Gaul? I'm sorry, which Gaul are you? You look very similar. I am Tsahar Gaul Kot. Who's the funny little fellow? It's Gaul. They're born malformed. Like Ma? Yeah, I suppose so. Who is horrifying lady? Excuse me? Lady has no soul. Lady made of anathema. Lady looking at God Kot with very scary face. What is it talking about? I think maybe shadow magic? I spent thousands of years in the Shadow Realm. Some of it must have rubbed off. I'm surprised this thing can detect it. Sahar Gaul Kot not think scary lady should come into city. This is Trindine. She is my friend. You can trust her. Well, if Joliet say so. Sahar Gaul Kot trust. We're here for information. Oh! Sahar Gaul Kot forgot. Come with Sahar Gaul Kot. Come where? Sahar is here. Tokar is here. Come to Main Plaza. Oh, great. Okay, fantastic. I guess we're going to the main plaza here. Oh, I love the lighting on this floor paneling. That is so nice. Okay. Here's the main area. Fantastic. Just who I wanted to see. Takhar Hawk. The masters have returned. We must serve their will. Almost all the Hartok and Tokul have been returned to the kiln. We are almost whole once more. All that remains is those of you who will not join us. Our answer is unchanged, Takhar. The time of Tsahar is over. Now is the time for unity. You ask too much. You ask us to surrender our individuality, our identity. I want to be me. You cannot force us. We could easily do so, but will not. You are part of us. We wish to join in union with you, and for you to join in union with us. What joy would there be in force? Is it really true that the masters have returned? Full swims in the sacred lava once more. We surround her, sing with her. Can you not hear her voice? I hear nothing, but if it is true that she has returned. Tsahar Mejke, maybe your lineage has forgotten, but I still remember. We came to Morul Rek to wait for the masters, not escape them. I will return with you to the sacred lava, Takar. You will be destroyed, forgotten. No, not forgotten, remembered for all time. We hold within us the memories of all that have passed. The one you knew as Tsahar Ket Yital lives on within us. Tsahar Metak, Galzox, they all wait. I go now to the kiln. Return with grace, Tsahar. We will remain here to find any others we can convince. See if there's a lot to know anything useful. I think I saw something like a library on the way in. I'm going to check that. Tsahar Calcott, go with Horrifying Lady. Keep eye on her. Right. Come and find me when you're done. Fantastic. Alright, let's go talk to Takar Hawk. Human. How's it going? The Takar are almost whole. Once the final Tsahar have reunited with us, we can serve the masters with utmost efficiency. What about for you personally? I do not understand the question. How are things going for Takar Hawk? I think we understand your confusion, human. We are not Takar Hawk. Now I don't understand. If you're not Takar Hawk, who are you? You look like Takar Hawk. This body is Takar Hawk. It is Takar, shape of hawk. A mouthpiece for the Takar. But we, our mind, perhaps, as you would think of it. Our mind is not Takar Hawk. Our mind is Takar. We are the Takar. We are the sacred lava. We are the kiln. We see through 1,000 pairs of eyes and sing in one joyful union. Oh, okay. Well, that actually leads me to my next question. We are listening. You guys made Gielinor, right? In part. We shaped mountains from sacred clay. The landscape is our canvas, built with precision. Did you make the Elder Halls? The sacred site where the masters concealed their eggs. That's the one. A site of such significance that its location should never be shared under any circumstances. Maybe. Yes, we built the Elder Halls. Why do you ask? We're trying to find it. I was wondering if you could tell us where it is. You must not set foot on that holy ground. You would taint it with your mere presence. We will not reveal the location. We would be utterly destroyed, cooled and smashed and ground down into the finest dust before we were allowed such knowledge to fall in the hands of one such as you. So that's a no then. It is. Great. Why have you returned yet, ha? You don't want to join the Takar? It is difficult. Do you understand what the Takar are saying? The Tsahar have no purpose. We lived and died in these caves since the dawn of this world. Why? For what purpose? We live, we learn, we lay our egg, we die, we forget. We were created for a purpose, to serve the masters. To have purpose again, that's something I do feel the need for. But the cost is high. To surrender my identity completely, to no longer be an individual. What do you think, Yatar? If you surrender yourself, you're going to no longer exist. What good is purpose then? I will think on what you have said. Have you come to Morul Rek for any particular reason? Actually, I have. We're trying to find the Elder Halls. I am not familiar with that term. The Elder Gods, the Masters, after they created this world, they laid eggs. Ah, yes, I know this legend. The Morek. The city is named after them, in a sense. What of them? The place where the eggs are hidden is called the Elder Halls. We need to find it. I am sorry, Yatar, but we are involved in building such a place. It was very, very long ago. I have never heard of Tsahar even speak of it. Much has been forgotten. Perhaps the Takar can help. They claim to remember everything. Great. Oh, and I can't even talk to you. Okay, well, that's not super helpful. Okay. Great. And I believe the library is over here. I think. Yes? I forget where the library is, but I think it's off this direction. Probably. Actually, let me take a look at the map. I believe this is the library right here, I think. I'm not sure. I don't see... I do not remember. It's been so long since I've been in the library. It's not there. Where is the library? Isn't it just off to the... Wait, is it off to the side of the main hall somewhere? Is it just, like, right here? Is it over there? Is this area the library? No, that is not the library. Okay. Where is the library? It's not here. Is it off that direction? I can't believe I can't remember. Wait, can I... Is it over here? No. Where the heck is this library? I can't believe I have absolutely forgotten where this library is. Here's the bank. It's not, like, over here. Oh, is it? No, that's not it. That's the... They have those type of shelves, though. Those are shops. Where is this? The birthing pool library. Oh, I am so dumb. This is the library up here. I could have just read the map. I feel so dumb. All right, well, let's run over here. All right. Oh, the library is in a separate room. I seem to have remembered that it was, like, part of the main map, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah, okay, this feels correct. Here we go. Hello, Trindine. Any luck? The Tsahar have never heard of the Elder Halls, and the Takhar know where they are but won't tell us under any circumstances. Torcha? The Takhar are mountain-sized, sentient, hive-minded elder artifact filled with lava that create and destroy massive obsidian bodies at will. So Torcha is out. Probably best avoided. Did you find anything in the library? They use memory orb thingies. Gal has been helping me. Tsahar Gal can't help. Between us, we could probably scour the place, given enough time. How much time? A few weeks, maybe a few months? Maybe that could be a backup plan to see if nothing else pans out. Goodbye, Tsahar Galcott. Goodbye, Joliet. Goodbye, horrifying lady. That's all 3 of our objectives complete. We still don't know where the Elder Eggs are. Come on, we'll get back to Caradet and see if the others have done any better. Alright, well, let's go to Caradet. And then from there, I don't have a teleport straight to Al-Kharid on my hotbar. Yeah. I seem to have I've gotten a lot done in this episode. There we go. Fantastic. And if the game wants to load, there we go. All right. So let's see where we are going here. I wonder if this is the end of the quest. We did the thing. We didn't find the Elder Halls, but maybe they're like at somewhere, I don't know. All right. I guess we're going inside. Oh yeah, because we're in that, like, the war table. That's right. The main fortress. I could go to the Praetorium and then just walk out of the room, which I think technically would be faster. There's one more loading zone there, but then I wouldn't have to run all the way through here. All right. Looks like it's... Oh, what? What's wrong with Ariane? And where's Sir Owen? Owen has not returned yet. Ariane is still recovering from our mission. What did you do to her? The Krah would not relinquish their information to us, so we devised an alternative. What sort of alternative? We destroyed all 4 of them and rendered their cores into a gaseous concoction, which Ariane then inhaled. I love it. Why? The plan was largely her devising. Did you at least learn anything useful? She has yet to recover consciousness. What of your efforts? All 3 were dead ends. Something going on in the Sahar city, but we can't learn anything about the eggs. Are you okay? I know where the eggs are. Where? The heart of Gilanor. This is the first place I looked. Why, they are not there. Take me, I will show you. Are you okay? I will be fine. We need to go now. Trindine, you find Sir Owen. The rest of us will go to the heart of Gilanor and finish this. Okay. We're going to the heart. Let's teleport to Menaphos. I believe that's the fastest way to where we're going right now. Because I can go to Sophanim and then just go up from Sophanim. We'll see what we've got there. We've only got a few minutes left in this episode, so I don't know if, it's going to be super useful, or I don't know if it's better to end it before we start that, or... We've had a little bit of bad luck with that kind of thing in these last several recordings, where I end an episode and then immediately finish the quest at the beginning of the next episode, because I needed like one more line of dialogue or something. But it is what it is. We are, again, this whole series is just my honest first draft playthrough of this game. Here we go. All right. That's my experience, and it is what it is. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left, so let's see. Some of these cutscenes can go past longer than 3 minutes, so we'll see what we've got. If it runs a little long, that's not important. I try to keep my episodes around 40 minutes, which actually, as of right now, is fairly short for the YouTube algorithm. Nowadays, people want, like, 2-hour-long videos, and I don't know if I can handle doing 2-hour-long videos all the time. Things have changed here. Oh? The heart was no longer necessary for my lord's designs, so our forces withdrew. I understand Zamrak also withdrew for reasons of his own, and Sliske's army crumbled and fled. Only the elves and that obscenity Grogorovac remain now. Be wary. The way to the eggs is close to the entrance. We don't have to go far. Alright. Azanadra's quest. Let's see. Azanadra, I thought I smelled something. Crawl back to your ruins, purple filth. The heart belongs to the Sewer clan now. Believe it or not, we come in peace. I do not. Hey, do you hear that? Hear what? Please, we need to pass. We're trying to save Gilanor from the Elder Gods. Lady Saren leads the fight against the Elder Gods. If you were meant to be here, we would have been informed. That singing. That beautiful singing. Actually, I do hear it. It's awful. We're working with Saren's council, sort of. We are under strict instructions to secure the region, especially from Zerosians. Hey, singer, come sing for us. I think it's coming this way. I don't have time for this. Stand aside, elf, or I will do what I must. Even if you can't defeat all of us, minion. I have faced armies greater than this and triumphed. Then maybe Zaros would have sent you here instead of that whelp. Here he comes. Master, I heard you calling. Ambush! Defensive positions! Look at him. So majestic, so graceful. I think I'm in love. Hey, idiot. If you can hear us, you need to get past this dog. Helwer. Helweir. Do you know what you want your... Do you want to know what your son tastes like? Actually, do you want him to tell you himself? Let me find him. He's in here somewhere. Papa? Papa, is that you? I was delicious, Papa. So tasty. Kill him! Tear him to pieces! Can't catch me! I'm the injured dead man! Fantastic. Fortunate coincidence. I'm not sure that was a coincidence. You're right. With enemies as chaotic as ours, such openings are bound to occur. Where next? Right here, the floor, the central slab. A secret door, how quaint. Not secret exactly, just very carefully made. How do we open it? It's supposed to open for Tarkar, but I have a feeling that Lava Rune might do the... Ah, there we go, after you. Okay. Alright. Oh, yep, this is... I can see the eggs. Alright, well, either way, that's about the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode, ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and we're gonna go investigate those eggs tomorrow. We had a good stopping point. Bye-bye!